We have our correspondents who would be giving us updates on everything that's happening in Ghana. And as you saw already, Benard was, well, I don't know why he was looking back and forth, but Benard, we are ready for you, Benard Akede. Benard, good morning, and it's good to have you on the show this morning, live from Ghana. If you'd please give us an idea of what it is like where you're at, so that we can, well, begin this live coverage of the events that are happening in Ghana as the elections take place right now. Benard?
Mazino, good morning. Judith,
good morning.
Yes, bright and early in Ghana. I'd like to throw a little shade at Nigeria. So unlike Nigeria, they were out here very early. 7 a.m. is the time they were giving, and 7 a.m. people are out already. I'm in State Experimental School here in Kumasi, and as you can see around me, election process has started as it should. Voters come here first of all. They check their details, ensure that their names are here, and I think this is their credit. This here is the machine where they get their thumbprint, and from here pick ballot papers all the way down and begin to cast their vote. So it's a seamless process, at least here that we are. Everything has been moving smoothly. Even we, on our accreditation cards, basically, all we had to do was send in our details put on the card, and then there's a QR code such that anybody who wants to verify our authenticity would scan the code, and all our details would pop up on their devices, their phones, basically, stating that this is official from the Electoral Commission of Ghana. So there's nothing to hide here, pretty much. And I say I'm impressed that 7 a.m., everybody's here bright and early, and voting has started.
Benard, very interesting that you should start the way you did. I don't know how long you've been in Ghana. How long have you been in Ghana at this point? How many days now?
Since Thursday, so that's 2 days, about 2 to 3 days.
Third day? Because you're beginning to sound very Ghanaian, because you're already like going on that Ghana-Nigeria spree, going like it's very different here in Ghana. But it's good to know that everything is actually taking place as it should be, quite unlike what we've experienced many times here in Nigeria. However, I'd like to find out exactly about the people that are coming out. How, well, it's so early, but people are coming out. What kind of people are coming out at this point?
All kinds of people. So I'll let me see if I can move around, and then you'll take a look at those who are voting now. You can see we have the elderly, we have young people, we have men, we have women. Basically, everybody who has registered to vote and is prepared to vote is out here casting their vote. And I hear that the process will be, from 7 a.m. till 5 p.m. if I'm not mistaken. So now you can see those on the queue, at least for this side. There are different polling units in this school where we are. So different people, but all and sundry, as the saying goes. Everybody who is ready to vote, who has registered to vote and has decided to come out, is out here ready and willing to cast their vote. No discrimination whatsoever, based on what I can observe.
One thing I noticed about this is the orderliness so far, just looking at the queue there, looking at the distance between where the ballots are, the boxes are, and then where the exercise is actually happening, and how they're far back. Those who are waiting to also cast their votes are very far back, very orderly, right? And I'd just like for you to talk about the preparedness leading up to today, election starting 7 a.m. How was it like for the Ghana Electoral Commission and just the preparation since Thursday? They've been there lining up to today. And what's the difference between theirs and ours?
I'm sorry, I would, before we even got to Ghana, I've been following up on information on the website of the Electoral Commission, and they've been keeping us up to date with pretty much everything that they can. As at the last time I went there, number of all registered voters have been put up on the portal, on the website. I think reaching up to about 18.7 million, if I'm not mistaken, but 18 million plus registered voters should be casting their vote or prepared to cast their vote. Over 40,000 polling units scattered across the country. So basically, it's about transparency and information dissemination, basically. The Electoral Commission has been doing quite well, from all I can gather, and that's why you can see all of this. In the last few reports I did leading up to today, I got to ask a couple of questions. One of the questions I asked was, the faith that they have in the Electoral Commission. Many of them said that they felt the Electoral Commission has done well so far up until now. There were a few complaints, regular things you would have, saying that last election there were some polling units where materials didn't arrive on time, and so it caused some kind of delay. But I mean, this morning you can see your guess is as good as mine. Materials were here on time. The voters are also here on time. So the earlier the better. And if they start early, I believe that they will be able to wrap it up early. So it's a pass mark for me from the Electoral Commission, at least so far, based on what I've been able to observe from here. Of course, from here, we'll visit other polling units to see if it's the same thing or to see if there will be any challenges so far.
Well, Benard, many thanks for just giving us an update. We definitely will come back to you for more updates.